He informed us these two guys are out here recording everything. They're kind of acting like sovereign citizens.
Sovereign citizens, right?
Yes.
So now we need to identify.
When didn't we leave? You want to see on film? We have it on film.
I'm under arrest.
Dude.
Under arrest right here.
To be a YouTube sensation or the latest Joe Cool, look at this, and I disagree with that.
What are they doing now?
Where's the sheriff's office at?
It's downtown Salem.
Downtown Salem? Oh, social distance yourself, sir. Social distance. Please. Social
My name is
distance.
Sergeant Jones. What's going on?
We just wanted to come in and talk to a PIO and get a public records request. If the PIO isn't here, if the PIO isn't here,
Because there's no cell phone.
we need paperwork. We just document everything that we do. We're not trying to go anywhere else in here.
So just relax.
This is a county facility paid for by the people.
Okay, listen.
Okay, we don't
There's no
lies.
cell phone usage in our facility because I don't know if you guys have seen it. You
I don't
can
have
look it
a
up.
I know everybody's paranoid about cameras
It has
and
nothing to do with
right.
Corona. It has nothing to do with cameras. There's just one of our policies is there's no cell phone usage in the lobby.
Oh, this is the 9/11 Memorial Park that we saw the sign for. Okay. So we're here visiting the 9/11 Memorial Park, and we have these people coming up. We're filming. This park belongs to the correctional facility. So now they're claiming that this park is theirs, and we can't film our park. Our park. Is this is this correctional facility property right here? Yes? No?
County property.
County property, which means it belongs to the people of the county, right?
Correct. But
So-
this facility,
That facility.
secured perimeter. You are in violation of federal law.
Where the
This is public land. This is Woodstown Borough. This is their township buildings. This is their emergency centers. Okay? There's road right here. It says no. It doesn't say no trespassing. Doesn't say do not enter. It's a public road, public park. You want to keep on opening your stupid mouth to the world?
Do not video in the lobby, yet you videoed in the lobby.
For the world to
Who's
see
not
your
reading
stupidity.
It can say don't video in the lobby. I've seen false signs before.
Keep
You
talking.
print it on a piece of paper and you tape it to the door. Doesn't mean it's law.
How you guys doing?
Boss, what can we help you with?
Got called out here for you guys.
For filming on public property?
I guess so. Where are you guys
Thank
at?
God that's not against the law, huh?
We're just here trying to figure out what's going on. You know what I mean? That's just trying to do our job.
Right,
So-
yeah, man, you guys come off nice and cordial. It's good to see, because those guys were barking orders at us, and we got a little fed up with
very
it because we're
hostile.
free Americans, and
Yeah,
we
I
don't
got you.
appreciate
Very
grown men
hostile.
telling grown men what to do, you know?
You gotta
When we
like,
know we're in the right.
you kind of have to like see it from their view too, though, because they're dealing with the guys in there all the time. They don't really deal with outside people.
But treat the public with a little bit of respect.
100%.
We came in and told them exactly what we were there for.
Were you guys filming the prison, or you guys were just looking at the?
I'm doing the story on the prison personally,
Okay.
and I wanted public records from
And it doesn't really matter what we're filming from a public space.
You guys have IDs on you, just so I can document that we were here.
Yeah, we don't get, ID for free. What kind of document? And I'll give you an ID.
I'm not saying you committed any crime. I just have to write a report. So
Good citizen. Two good citizens were
Two free
publicly filming.
Americans.
that's
you
not
got it
good
right.
enough, though. I
Yeah,
just
I'm
names
sure it
and-
ain't.
Yeah,
We have not committed a crime. We are both and all aware.
or being detained
Right.
for a
No,
crime.
you're not being detained.
Is there a reason why the chick was suspicious?
If you were, I would have told you, hey, you're being detained.
So it's not.
He informed us these two guys are out here recording everything. They're kind of acting like sovereign citizens. Won't give us any information or anything like that. Okay. Not giving us really any information. He was wondering what you thought, how we should go about it. Fourth Amendment right, they said. They're just walking around trying to record everything, saying they're journalists. Won't tell me where they're journalists at. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're recording everything we're doing. Just let them be. Let them be and keep them out of the facility, right?
I'd say let's go hook them up.
I would say once you take these steps, to say, hey,
I would definitely stage your steps so that you're squared away for it. You do have to go around. Well, actually, you guys have your OC already. I would try to keep your hands off them in case they have the virus. It definitely look like they'd be type of, as you know, addicts have less immune systems during this time. The younger kid to me looked like, in my experience, he's an addict. So you guys be careful. I don't know.
I mean, if you're good with the trespassing, I don't mind charging with the trespassing.
But it's going to escalate.
Then that's what happens. If not, this is going to just continue, and it's not a free pass because the environment we're in.
I just don't know if it's really worth the fact that they're just trying to get a lawsuit out of somebody. As you know, we're not afraid of that. Is it just identification? We're going to let them walk. I just want to try to get them identified. I'm going to send the pictures to Rock too.
All right, I'm going to send this one out right now. Help with something?
Yeah. Oh, hey, Lieutenant. Good afternoon.
You guys in the jail where you don't belong, you have no business being there. What we need to do is we need to identify you.
That's not how it works.
And if you don't want to identify yourselves, then
You can take a picture of me and put it up inside your lobby and say this guy's trespass. That's how you do that.
That's not what we're doing. Don't tell me how the law works.
No, I know how the law works.
You were told to leave, you didn't. So now we need to identify.
When didn't we leave? You want to see on film? We have it on film.
You can either identify yourself.
This is not a criminal trespass.
You can either identify yourself or not identify yourself. You don't identify yourself.
Are we being detained for a crime right now?
Yeah.
What is the crime? What is the crime?
Either identify yourself or not identify yourself. You don't identify.
Are we being detained for a crime right now?
Yeah.
What is the crime? What is the crime?
I don't have
all right. I'm under arrest.
But the defendants were not charged with obstruction of the administration of law as it pertained to that particular issue. I thought they would have been, but again, there's only two charges. It's the trespassing charge, and the obstruction charge relates to them not identifying themselves, and I'll get into that a little bit more in a minute. So as it pertains to the trespassing charges, again, they were charged with that offense because the information that ultimately filtered down to the complaining trooper was that they had been told to leave on several occasions and did not, but the trial testimony supported that they were told to leave one time and that they did comply. So I do not find that the state proved the charge of trespassing beyond a reasonable doubt. It's been 10 months, and if there's an allegation that there's something contained in the property that's being held that is somehow detrimental to security, it should have been fleshed out by now, I would think, either, with an application for a search warrant within the first, month that the property was retained. Then it could have been, if the search warrant was granted, the information could have been reviewed. If the state was satisfied that there was some type of security issue that existed, then the appropriate application could have been made. But here we are 10 months later, and we're somewhat speculating as to what may or may not be on those devices and whether or not it actually possesses or poses some type of security problem.
Correct. And I can't disagree with that. And quite honestly, I don't know what the state police's intention were, why they didn't get the warrant. I understand that they attempted to get the password. Mr. Glamberg at first refused to actually say yes or no.
You got anything that's going to poke or stick or anything like that?
10 months. They're talking days. We're talking months here. There's no reason for it. It's not our obligation to provide them passwords. It is not our obligation to help them prosecute themselves. Return the property. There's no reason for them to have it at this point. It's not contraband. I'm not asking for them to return a kilo of cocaine.
The second charge for obstruction of the administration of law resulted because when the investigation began, and it's all captured on the video, but the defendants indicate that they are under no obligation to provide their identification, and they don't. And ultimately, their failure to identify themselves as part of this investigation led to count 2 of the complaints, obstruction of the administration of law. Mere refusal to follow an officer's orders without some type of physical act is not a violation of the obstruction statute. The obstruction statute requires a physical interference, not merely an interference. Criminalizing the type of conduct committed by the defendant in this case must come from the legislature, not from the courts. Consequently, we reverse and vacate defendant's conviction. But ultimately, the defendants were not charged with obstruction in that regard. So since that's not an issue before the court, obviously I'm not making a decision with regard to that. But with regard to the two charges that both defendants were charged with, I am finding them not guilty based on the evidence presented and the arguments made.
Bam!
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.